love it on the back quarter.
Love it on the back corner. It's way protected from these southerlies. Bay of Garys, I'm going to call it.
You right? Gonna be honest, last night we had like a little bit of an argument, like a disagreement, and then it was one of those really stupid things where you're just like the whole time you're like thinking, why are we arguing about this? It's so stupid. But it just kept going on, and then I had enough, so I raised my voice, and then we started arguing about me raising my voice. It was one of those really just stupid things, and I had to get off the boat, and so I stormed down the galley, jumped out the hatch, and then I jumped in the tender, and I was like, I untied the tender to start with before I started the engine, which was so stupid, and then I couldn't start the engine. I was like, and I was thinking, where am I going to go? So we're in the middle of nowhere here, there's nothing around, like there wasn't a lot of light, and the water that we're in is really dark, and then there's reef all around us, so I can't go anywhere, there's reef everywhere. So I just like motored up to the reef where I thought the reef would start, turned the engine off, and then the current drifted me back past Nandji, and then over the other side, and then I'd motor back up and then drift back down until we'd like cooled down, and then I went back on the boat and Josh handed me some dinner. But yeah, it was just like, when you live... You gotta face it, kids. Yeah. You just can't get away from it. No, it's just like, when you live out here, there's no escape. Like, you can't just go around over to your mum's house, or like go to your friend's house, or sometimes you don't even have reception, so you can't really even talk to anyone, and so your relationship is really important. It takes quite a strong relationship to be able to do what we're doing, and yeah, we've lived together off the grid for in a small space for 5 years now. I think our ability to not hold a grudge and to like forgive is probably our best trait, don't you reckon? Yeah, that's what keeps us strong. Yeah, we have an argument, a disagreement, and then a minute later you're like, righto. So what do you want to do now? With the winds that we have, we're going to be beam reaching today, so we've packed up everything in the boat, made sure it's all secure. We're just ready to take on this ocean. We didn't put the tender on the deck, which normally we would, but I'm not sure. It's only a 20 nautical mile till the next anchorage, so... Being a bit risky today. We're going to risk the biscuit, you know, living on the edge, living on the wild side, you know. Hopefully we get there while the morning breeze is going. We don't get strong winds, so we shouldn't be heeling over too much. Should just be cruisy sailing. Yep. It's time to go though, there's no more waves. Love this place, babe, plenty, but there's no point sitting here if you can't surf. Oh my, everything's just about surf with Josh. Alright then, Grumpy Mama, we might hoist this main. We'll just get around this little island, hoist the main. Alright, see. Wind strength's all good, we're sailing well, but when we get these gusts that come through, we heel right over, so we might put a reef in the main just to make it a little bit more comfortable and so that everything doesn't go flying around the boat. We'd like to keep our laptops alive and everything, so Josh is just up there. Get it going. Get it on. And then up on the main again. Rather than turning into the wind to reef down the main, he let the boom right out to depower the main so that it's facing into the wind, and then he can reef it that way. So it's much easier and less messing around, and we just chuck a preventer on the boom as well to make sure that that doesn't go flying around anywhere. Should have put the tender on the bow. Looking messy? Yeah, there's a lot of white caps. It's a smooth ocean because there's no swell, but yeah, there's a lot of white caps. We're heeling over towards our outboard that's dangling off the back of flubber. I don't like doing that. I don't like travelling distances with the tender and the outboard on the back of it. It's okay if we just lift the tender up without the outboard because it doesn't have that extra weight and possibility of drag with the outboard hitting the water when we're heeled over on this tack. But can you put the tender the outboard up?
Yeah, I don't want to do that either. Then you're dangling on the hinge of the outboard. I don't think that's a good idea. We've been reaching this bottom here. The wind's a lot more east than expected, which is really good. So we just got a beam reach to get around the bottom headland, low lock point here, and then we'll actually be on our back quarter. So we shouldn't be heeling over at all then, and we just got to get around the headland here.
Yeah. Love it on the back quarter.
Love it on the back quarter. Bit like Bonita. Let's open her up, mate.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Oh, casual 7 knots. It's been a very cruisy day. Day sail, downwind, bit of beam reaching, some strong winds this morning, but it's just kept dropping and dropping off. And now it's just beautiful. We've come around to the top side of Bankuru Island. Treasures that beautiful wave that we never really got to surf very good. Is at the other end of this island. That's where Uncle has come for 15 years. So we really wanted to get that good just to tell Uncle all about it, but that hasn't happened. But we've come around to the top side here, and yeah, it's way protected from these southerlies. Bay of Garys, I'm going to call it. Gary glass off, it looks like. Just as we're coming around the headland, I can just see that distinctive line of wind and no wind into the Bay of Garys. Righto, well this beach, just like every other beach you go to, I'm getting nailed by midgies. Good work on the no insect repellent there, Yosh.
There's no real method here, I'm just winging it, you know.
Winging it? Sounds like you're hacking it. Oh, it's only you that's got to look at me.
And everyone that's subscribed to the channel that's watching. Legends, by the way. Subscribe if you haven't.
If you haven't, I don't
How's
know
the
what
plug?
you're doing.
You're crazy, man. Just subscribe.
How'd you go?
Special. It's
I feel like I'm bald.
You're definitely not bald.
I feel like I've got hardly any hair at all.
Look, you've got a couple of grey foxes in the woods, but...
How much you cut off?
A couple of inches, you know.
Here comes another sailboat.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you?
Really weird. Not many boats around.
There's only about, well, I suppose we've seen 5 or 6, 7 or 8, I suppose, through all the way through Indo here, but we know every one of them, like, we've met them anyway.
Yeah. 7 or 8 boats in the last...
4.5 months.
4.5 months, so that's how remote this place is, guys.
Not many people come here by sailboat.
No.
The Bay of Garys is definitely bunging it on for the boys and girls now. Stop it. These guys are heading to Barbie Island tomorrow as well, so we'll have some friends to travel with. It's nice. He's from Perth, a WA lad, solo sailor, and he's picked up a fella in Bali, so good on you lads. Good to see you, good to have a chat. I've got a newfound respect for solo sailors these days. Crazy. It's seriously some hardcore humans.
We're up early again this morning. We're on to our next anchorage at a place called Barbie. It's 25 nautical miles away, but we're not too sure how the anchorage is going to be because it's quite open to the weather. So if we can't stay there for tonight, then we'll travel another 25 nautical miles onto Simalu. So that's the plan. And we got the wind on the beam today, and we got some wind swell chop on the beam as well. So it's quite a rolly ride. I was hoping to get some more editing done, but it's not computer working weather. So yeah, we're just reading books and relaxing. Marley's having a snooze, and yeah, we're looking forward to this place called Barbie. Apparently it's a really beautiful anchorage, the water's really clear, and there's a little wave there as well.
I know we've got these 2 fishing boats. They could be pirate boats. They're really close to us.
What?
Pirates are coming.
Oh dear. If anyone's pirates around here, it's us. Why are pirates called pirates?
Because they
are.